Hello, Chesney writes. World Rapid Championship got over yesterday, but the action is not yet over. Today is the first day of World Blitz Championship, and all the top players who played in the World Rapid Championship are playing in this one as well. So, I want to show you a couple of examples from the games of Magnus Carlsen and Arjun Erigisi. So, their opponents played a seemingly brilliant idea that looks great at first, but in fact, that's flawed. One opponent got punished for it, while the other one was rewarded. So let's look at the examples now. So this is the first example from the game between Arjun Erigisi versus Grandmaster Rakhmanov Alexander. So Arjun was white here, and Rakhmanov had black pieces. So both the kings don't seem to be that much safe because of course there is this queen, pawn, bishop, the rook that is putting pressure on white's king, and black's king is also seemingly unsafe on f8 because these rooks have doubled and can create some issues. So this is black to play, and Rakhmanov played a seemingly brilliant idea, that is queen takes c2. So the point is that after this he played bishop d3. So what's his idea behind this queen sacrifice? The idea is that if he captures on d3, then he can play rook c1 check, and after rook takes c1, b takes c1 pawn promotion, and it's mate. So it looks great that this is the queen sacrifice, and then white is getting checkmated. But the story is not over. In fact, this is not working. So if Arjun reacts accurately, then would be winning. So Arjun started well. Uh, he took this pawn with a check. Now Rakhmanov could have captured the bishop, but this is not working because Arjun can play rook g8, king e7, rook g7, king e6. So it's important to notice that white can't capture the bishop because of this. So what white can do in this position is white can play rook e8 check, deflecting the c8 rook. So if the rook captures, then Arjun can capture the bishop, and then there is this bishop is being threatened. This check is also there. This is just a lost position for black. And of course, if the king goes here right now, black doesn't capture. Then white can capture the bishop with a check, and this lost position. So for that reason, after bishop h6 check, Rakhmanov decided to play king f7. Then Arjun continued with the checks. Rook g7 check. King e6 was played. Rook g6 check. Now, king d5 once again is not possible because queen takes d3 will come with a check. So king takes e5 was played. So in this position, so far so good. So far Arjun is playing well. Bishop f4 check. King e4. In this position, Arjun should have played rook e6 check. So the idea behind that is if king f3, then there is rook g3 mate. And if king d5, then there is queen takes d3 check. So basically white is able to capture the bishop with a check. And if queen e6, king e6, then the mate is incoming. Queen d7, and then after king f6 there is queen f7 mate. So this is something that Arjun could have played. So after king e6, rook g6, king e5, so far so good. So then just rook e6, and this is completely lost for black. But Arjun did not play that. He played f3 check. So Rakhmanov took the pawn. Then he gave the check here. Rakhmanov's king came back, and in this position, he decided to sacrifice the queen by playing queen takes d3. So, but now Arjun is not winning anymore. And after king takes d3, rook d7 check, king e2. So rook g2 check was played, king f3, and now this is just rook c1. Mate threat is there. This rook is being attacked, and so this happened, and then he lost the game afterwards. So after f3 check, so king takes f3. So in this position, he had a resource to stop this mate by playing bishop c7, and the position remains complicated, but still, that opportunity to win is gone. So Arjun played the initial moves were quite good, but later that one mistake, instead of giving rook e6 check, he gave f3 check, and that gave an opportunity for Rakhmanov to make a comeback. And then Arjun made one more mistake, and then he lost the game. Now, let's look at the second example. So this is from the game of Magnus Carlsen. So he has black pieces here, And his opponent is FIDE Master Zarov Maxim. So this is white to play. And the position seems a bit dangerous for black because that king is weak since the rook is on h3, the pawn is on f5. So yeah, this is a bit dangerous position. So let's see what white played. So white played this move, rook takes h7, absolutely brilliant move. So uh, looks like just the rook sacrifice to try to weaken black's king, and then try to checkmate him. So it takes courage to play such moves against Magnus Carlsen. So, but this was just not the best move. This is a brilliant idea, but it's not working. Now let's see why it is not working. So Magnus Carlsen played king takes h7, queen h3 was played, and king g8 was played. So in this position, white decided to play f takes g6, but he did not give that rook sacrifice for that. I think when this position came, he recognized that what he had thought was not working. So what he had thought and what that idea could be. So the thing is, he would have thought that he can play f6. When he decided to go for the rook sacrifice, he would have seen this move, and he would have thought that he can play queen h6 in this position next, and then go for the mate. But this is not working. Carlsen can play queen d4 check, and after king h1, there is this key move, queen to d2, covering the h6 square. And Carlsen is upper rook, and white doesn't have the mate, and this is just completely lost position for white. So white most likely missed this idea while going for the rook sacrifice, and then yeah, so lost the game. So after f takes e6, queen takes d4 check was played, and then f takes e6. So he gave some checks, but Carlsen is upper rook, and then eventually Carlsen managed to safeguard the king from all the checks. Now there is no check. Carlsen's upper rook, and then white resigned after a few moves. So, but instead of rook takes h7, white had to play rook. So Carlsen is attacking this pawn with a check. So his king is weak. So Carlsen wants to exchange the queens. So what white should have played is, why should have played rook h4, just defending this, and Carlsen is in serious trouble because let's say if he captures this pawn with the e pawn, then there is knight takes d5, attacking the queen, and knight f6 is coming. This is bad. Let's say if he captures it with the g pawn, then white can give this check and then go queen h3, threatening to go rook h7 check, and black is completely lost. So, and after rook h4, let's say Carlsen captures this pawn because the d4 pawn is pinned, then white can play queen e3 with the idea of going to h6, with the idea of capturing this knight. And then after f6, queen h6, threatening mate, rook f7, this is just lost. Because if Carlsen captures the pawn, then he can just capture the knight because the pawn is not pinned anymore. And black plays rook e7. Then after knight takes d5, this is just fork and it's lost. So we saw two brilliancies. So here it was that queen takes c2, bishop d3 idea of Rachmanov. So it wasn't working, and Arjun played well at the beginning, but towards the end he fumbled and then he lost the game. So, and in this position as well, so the flawed brilliancy was rook takes h7, and but this time Magnus Carlsen did not give the chance for the opponent for their brilliancy to work, and then yeah, Magnus Carlsen just punished him and went on to win the game. So here, I'd like to take a moment to introduce you to chessneurons.com, a platform that I have created to improve your positional chess. Visit chessneurons.com now and start your 7-day free trial. Thank you.